Hi, in this video, we are going to learn about the inversions of triads. A triad is made up of 3 notes. The bottom note is called the root, the middle note is called the third, and the top note is called the fifth. When the root is in the bottom, we call it root position. We can recognize it as line, line, and line, or space, 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 line, 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 space, 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 and etc. So all these are root position. Examples of triads in first inversion is when we see the third is in the base. The top note and the base notes is a 6 apart. The middle note and the base note is a third apart. So it is a 6 and a third. 6, third. 6 and third. So the rest are the same. So these are first inversion of triads. Examples of triads in second inversion are when the fifth is in the base. Top note and the bottom note is a 6 apart. The middle note and the base note is a 4th apart. 6, 4th. 6, 4th. 6, 4th. So recognizing the 6th and the 4th, we know that this is a second inversion. Now we will look at C major tonic triad as an example. C is the first note and it makes a tonic triad C, E, G. So we will write 1. A means root position. When the third is in the base, it is a B position. We call it first inversion. When the fifth is in the base, we call it C position. So it becomes 1C. 1A, 1B, 1C. For chord symbol, we write C, C/E, C/G. For figuring, we write according to the intervals. Top note and the base is a fifth. Middle note and the base is a 3. So this is 5/3 in figuring. C to E is a 6. G to E is a 3. So we write 6/3. For second inversion, E to G is a 6. C to G is a 4. So we write 6/4. So in figuring, sometimes we don't write 5/3 and we don't have to write a 3 below the 6 because these are all understood. So when we have a Roman numerals without any figure or without the A, that means it is root position. When it is just a 6, that means this is the first inversion. Let's look at the broken chord form. We sing in solfege according to movable Do system. C major, C sings as Do. Now look at F major. In F major, we can also find a C chord. We can also find 5/3, 6/3, and 6/4. But the Roman numerals is different because in F major, C is the 5th note and it sings as So. So the Roman numerals becomes 5A, 5B, and 5C. But root position is always 5/3, 6/3, and 6/4. And this time we sing the solfege start with So. So it becomes So Ti Re. Now let's go to G major. We will also have a C chord, but this is a 4 in Roman numerals because C is the 4th note in G major. So this is described as 4A, 4B, 4C. The chord name or the chord symbol are the same, and the figuring also the same. When we sing solfege, this becomes a fa, la, do. Now come to A minor. A minor tonic triad is lowercase 1. So the root position is A, C, E. First inversion is C, E, A. And the E is the 5th. So we have this 1A, 1B, and 1C. The figure bass are also the same. 5-3, 6-3, and 6-4. The first note we sing as La. So the first chord as La, Do, Mi. Now come to D minor. If we have the A major chord, A, C sharp, E, A is the 5th note from D minor. So it becomes the 5th chord. A is the root. So this is root position. C sharp is the leading note and the 3rd of the triad. So this is B position. And then the 5th is a E. So this is the 2nd inversion. We write in 5A, 5B, and 5C. And in figure bass, just take note that when there is a sharp in front of the note, and this is the 3rd, we have to write the sharp sign below the 5. Or without the 5, we just write a sharp. First inversion, just write a 6. The second inversion, we have to write the 6 sharp because of the 6th note has a sharp. 6 sharp, and then 4. We sing it as a Mi, C, T. Now come to C minor. C minor 5 chord spells as G, B natural, D. Because the B natural is the leading note, we need to raise it. In flat key, we raise it and write the natural sign. So this is 5A, 5B, and 5C with the root, 3rd, and 5th in the bottom. When we have the B natural, we have to write it in figure bass, write the natural sign without the 5. Then 6-3, we don't have to write the natural sign, just a 6. But the 6-4, we need to write the natural sign by the side of the 6. And the solfege sings as Mi, C, T. Now come to C minor. We take the 7th triad as an example. 7 is the leading note. Leading note must be raised. So this becomes a B natural. So we write lowercase with a circle here. For figure bass, now we don't have to write anything, or we don't have to write an A. It means root position. For first inversion, we have to write B, and also figure bass is a 6. Then by the side of the 6, we need to write a natural. 7C is the second inversion. With the 5th in the bass, we write 6-4, and this time the 4th, we need to write a natural. So this is C, T, Re. Alright, in this video, we have learned how to identify the root position, first inversion and second inversion of a triad, both in major key and minor key. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.